And I mean, look at that view next to my swimming pool. Come on. But anyway, I decided to pick up the camera and vlog today. I don't know why. I don't have anything particularly special planned. I am flying to Phuket, Thailand in like 2 days. So I guess I'll vlog that too. And on top of that, I have a beard now, so fuck it. Why not drop a beard vlog? I get so many people commenting about how I should grow my beard back or how I looked better when I had a beard. And fine, maybe I do look better with a beard, but my beard isn't going anywhere. It literally took me like 6 days to get it to this point. It's Sunday today, and for those of you who don't know, I talk about this on my newsletter a lot, but Sunday's always rest and recovery day for me. However, today's a bit different because I do have my free live training happening tonight. By the time you see this video, the free training's already finished, but the first one is tonight. So I will be working on that today. And on top of that, I already emailed my list. I already completed my morning routine. Every single morning, if you've seen my vlogs before, you know this. I wake up, read, stretch, email my list, whatever. And if you're not on my list, you need to go sign up. It's completely free. You get free copywriting swipe files and training as soon as you sign up. The link is in the description. It's thecopycouncil.com. So make sure you go sign up. Anyway, right now I'm starving. So I'm going to go get food with one of my friends. For those who don't know, I love cats. I pretty much started the trend of liking cats. In fact, on Money Twitter, nobody liked cats before me. And if you've been following me for a while, you know that I love cats. And you know that I love really bougie pedigree cats. But when I first bought that cat, she was literally going around the world doing exhibitions and like cat modeling shows. And that's because she's a prime example of a British short hair golden chinchilla. So yeah, fun fact for you guys. Anyway, let's go get some food. I'm starving. It's still cold, so it doesn't even rev past 6,000. But we'll warm it up, and later, oh fuck, I need to film myself again without crashing. See this? If you can control the steering wheel with your knees, you're a real ass driver. I respect you as a driver. Every driver, every guy who drives a lot, you know what I'm talking about. When you gotta do something with your hands, you gotta go on your phone, drive using your knees. It's the best way to drive, it's super safe. I'm joking, by the way, don't do that shit because you might die. And I never do that shit either. And I never vlog when I'm driving. It's Sunday and the roads are empty, so honestly, if anyone could vlog and drive at the same time, it's me, which is what I'm doing right now. And this, by the way, if you guys have noticed that the camera quality is better, I'm literally using, I'm not using the same shit I was using before. If you know about cameras, you know I'm using an A7S III or whatever. And also shout out to Musa, because Musa is the one who suggested that I keep vlogging and film whatever the fuck I want, whenever I want. So that's what I'm gonna do. Shout out to Musa, very good friend of mine. If you don't know who Musa is, you're living under a rock. You need to go check him out. But he's an amazing person, one of my best friends. The wind right now is ridiculous, but I'll try it on. So I got some chicken, rice, and salad. I get the same thing every day when I come here. And before you ask, because I saw someone comment that on a video of mine recently, that I waste so much time going out to eat food. I think it was a vlog I made in Dubai. It's because I didn't have a chef in Dubai. I don't live there full time anymore. So, but here, where I live right now, I have a chef. She just doesn't come on Sundays. So I just finished eating, and now I have no plans, so I picked up my friend. Faris, you want to say hi to the camera?
Hey, what's up? How's it going?
Alright, film yourself and say hi.
Oh, okay.
This is the thing, when you don't drink and you aren't a degenerate, there's not much to do in this city. Don't you agree?
I fully agree. Think about Marbella as if it's, like Ibiza 2.0. Like, literally all it consists of is partying, alcohol, drugs,
Yeah.
If you're a normal guy that doesn't do any degeneracy in Marbella,
there's genuinely not much to do.
There's
everybody does, it's just like clubs.
Yeah.
Alright, we're here. We're gonna get a smoothie. Oh. That car is so annoying when your lower back is fucked up. It's so annoying to get in and out. Hi. Can I have one vanilla protein shake?
give me the same, yeah.
with regular milk and peanut butter.
Same with me.
So 2 of those, please. All right, I'm going home now. I need to go do some last minute preparation for the free training tonight that I'm hosting. And if you don't know, the free training is basically like a bunch of people signed up. You might have seen me promoting it in my last videos, but sign up and jump on a free live training where I'll just show you how to write cold traffic copy and how to get clients to pay you to write copy. So, and for those who don't know, that's literally what I do for a living. That's how I afford to have a Lambo, to live here. Like, all I do is write copy. Bro, I look like such a Chad with a beard. Okay, so slight change in plan. It's, wait, what time is it? It's 3 p.m. I have 4 hours till the live training. So, we're gonna do a quick workout. I know I'm injured right now, but I wanna go to the gym and just get a pump. So we're gonna work out. My lower back is injured, so I don't really have much I can do today. But I just hit some legs, hip thrusts, because that doesn't hurt my back and probably gonna help me recover. I warmed up on the assault bike and then I hit the bench, incline bench. I didn't want to do flat bench because arching my back is gonna hurt. So I did incline, and I think now I'm gonna do some dips, and then probably I'll finish up. So. I feel like most times when I get injured, I know my body well enough, because I've been injured so many times from wrestling, jiu-jitsu, etc. I know my body well enough, and I feel this lower back injury is like, in 1 or 2 days, it's gonna go away. I just have a gut feeling. And that's why I'm training today, because even if my lower back's injured, I can still train chest. I can still train legs and stuff to some extent. Just train around it pretty much. Because when you get injured or something, or you get sick, the worst thing you can do is stop training and just like stop doing anything and become completely immobile and yeah, just stop taking action. That's the worst thing you can do when you get sick. Like when I get sick, I go gym, sauna, everything even harder. I feel like it helps me recover quicker. Now I'm gonna drive home, heat up the sauna. You know, speaking of saunas, it's one of the best things about being rich is not, you know, driving nice cars or having nice watches or whatever. It's being able to have small luxuries and conveniences that nobody else can have. For example, I have a fucking sauna in my master bedroom built into the bathroom. It's a whole room. That's crazy. Like most people, if they want to go to the sauna, they have to go to their local gym, and it's sweaty as fuck, and they get staph infection from the sauna, and there's like naked men in there, like it's gay as fuck. Whereas me, I can just go home naked, jump in my own sauna, go straight cold shower after, and I can do that every single day if I want to, and I do that every single day, you know? That's one of the conveniences of being rich, and that's one of the real benefits of having money, is really just convenience. I can pay my way out of pretty much anything. Anything I don't want to do, I can pay someone else to do it. I haven't packed a suitcase in 4 years. I haven't done grocery shopping in 2 years. Like, I just can't be bothered. I outsource all the inconvenient shits, and I only do what I want to do, and I do what I want to enjoy. And I do what I enjoy. So, I mean, cars and Lamborghinis and watches and travel and shit, yeah, it should motivate you, but honestly, the biggest thing, the coolest thing is just the convenience that it brings you. Even shit as small as like being able to fly first class rather than economy, because in first class, you don't have to wait in any fucking lines like an NPC. But when you're flying in economy and you're fucking broke, you're waiting in a line like an NPC, so. Honestly, the beard makes me more money. Whenever I have a beard, I close more deals, I sell more courses, and I get more views on YouTube. It's actually crazy. The beard makes all the difference. I'm gonna put a picture of myself on the screen right now with a beard and a picture without the beard. You can see, I look prepubescent. It's crazy how much the beard changes your face. I'm back in my beard arc, and usually when I have a beard, I grind harder and I gym harder, so should make a lot of money this year. Okay, I just finished up in the gym, showered, etc., ate some food, and now I'm about to lock in and, you know, prepare for the upcoming training that I'm about to host. But just before I do that, I wanted to run you through my weekly reflection SOP. A lot of people ask me, how do I manage my time? How do I make sure I'm constantly beating my goals and constantly making progress in every aspect of my life? And how do I track tasks on a monthly basis? So I'm gonna break it down for you really quick. Every Sunday, I will sit down for 20 to 30 minutes and go through this document and answer a set of questions. And I'm gonna run you through the questions now. The first question, was my week set up for success? And there's no right or wrong answer, and there's no right or wrong approach to answering these questions. I just write whatever comes to mind when I read that question. And then one thing I started doing in, I think, February was taking the analysis and the metrics from Whoop. So you probably know what Whoop is, but if you don't, it's basically a wearable device and it tracks your sleep, heart rate, your stress, how hard you train, your heart rate variability, your VO2 max, and a bunch of other health metrics and key performance indicators when it comes to your health. And essentially, you know, I know a lot of guys who wear the Whoop, but it's like, what are they doing with that information? If you're not analyzing the data and taking action based on what the data tells you, then there's no point in wearing it. So that's what I started doing. I started uploading these specific metrics to my weekly reflection. And it takes 5 minutes to pull this data from the Whoop app. This is what it looks like. I put all my data in here. And yeah, then after I've done that, the second question, how can I improve my environment to set it up for success? So that could be sleeping earlier, less distractions. It could be anything really. Did my preparation set me up for success? If not, how can I better prepare? Did I self-sabotage? What fear is behind the self-sabotage? What did I do this week that can be automated? So this is basically thinking about any tasks that you did that you shouldn't be doing. Anything that you should be giving to employees or subordinates. Where is the leverage? So in my case, the leverage is in making these YouTube videos, closing more deals for the agency, and writing copy every single day. Where can I subtract and leverage? What happened in the business versus what I wanted to happen? What is the current bottleneck? And if I repeated this week each week for 52 weeks, where would I end up? Now, I'll give credit where credit's due. The person who put me onto this weekly reflection and who I literally stole these questions from is Paul Nicholas. And Paul Nicholas is a good friend of mine. If you've seen him on Twitter, go follow him. Or I don't know if he created it, but he's the one who I got it from. I saw him post a URL to it like in December and I started implementing it myself. Okay, so here's the weekly reflection, right? Now, every month, as you can see here, in my notes app, I plan my tasks for the month. So I break it down by general, agency, my info product, newsletter business, education, what books I'm gonna read, what courses I'm gonna study, etc. And I break it down and I plan this out before the month starts. I usually plan this out at the end of each month. So for May, I have a new set of tasks. And one sec, my cat's trying to escape. Yeah, so as I was saying, every month I plan my tasks. So what I do after 4 weeks, I do week 1, week 2, week 3. Every Sunday, I do the weekly reflection. Then this task tracker, which I use, which I'm going to blur this part of the screen as well because there's some private information here. But this task tracker for each month, as I'm going through the month, I'm basically just ticking off everything. And this is really simple. I keep it in my Apple Notes. What I do is I take all the weekly reflections from that month. Then I screenshot all of the tasks and the goals I had for the month in my notes app and the progress I made because I'm literally taking them off as I complete them. Then I upload all of the weekly reflections, including the Whoop scores and the tasks and all that stuff. And then I prompt AI to basically run an analysis on it and break it down. So here's the prompt. In Project Knowledge, I've attached my weekly reflections from the start of the year. Every Sunday, I sit down for a few minutes and fill out the questions. I want to be able to track my life and business progress on a general level. From February, I started to include my Whoop data for vital health information, as I want to improve my health this year. I want you to run a deep analysis on my weekly reflections from March. They are attached in Project Knowledge, week 1, blah, blah, blah. I want you to cross-reference your analysis with my notes and tasks for April, which is attached to this chat. Image from Notes app. Oops, I said March. I should have said April, but it's okay. I think it understood. Here's what you should analyze. Health scores, strong points, emotional, physical, mental state, wins, self-destructive behavior, bad habits, losses, what I potentially could have achieved if I was more dialed in, the biggest takeaways / learnings, how I performed in relation to the goals I had, and how I performed compared to the rest of the year. Now, it gives you this, it breaks it down. And obviously I have to blur this because there's a bunch of private information there. But essentially once it does that, I create the overall reflection for the month. And this is huge because you can do a lot with the information that you have here. You can analyze your behavior. You can analyze your performance. You can see literal numbers and data. It will tell you if you have and also I write about personal stuff here too. Like if I had a fight, or if I had a problem that week, or if I was stressed that week, or if business wasn't going well, or I had some personal issues, whatever it might be, I will account for it and write it down in my weekly reflection on Sunday. And essentially what this allows me to do is I can visibly see how certain events and certain triggers in my life change my heart rate and my behavior patterns. So I can see that when I stay up later till like 2 a.m. watching videos or doing dumb shit, my performance is visibly less effective throughout the month. And on the months when my sleep isn't good, the completion rate of tasks that I set for the month is much lower. But on the months where I have a very disciplined sleep routine and I'm sleeping good and my recovery scores are good every night, I have a very high completion rate. So it's really important to track this shit. And if you want to steal this, I'll put a link in the description or whatever, but I just thought this was going to be important and worth mentioning to you guys in this vlog. Okay, now that's complete. I need to reply to some messages and get to work on some things. So I'll pick up the vlog camera in a bit and update you guys on what we're doing tonight. 2 hours later and I'm finished with the free training. That was exhausting, but I mean, if you were there at the free training and you're watching this video now, thanks for attending. I will do another one probably soon, but yeah, right now I'm just starving, bro. I've been stood here for 2 hours yapping to this fucking webinar about the Cold Traffic Copywriter, which is my flagship program that teaches you from A to Z how to write cold traffic copy from scratch and how to get clients for it. And I was basically just, hosting a free training on that. Now I'm hungry as fuck and I just got a call from my friend. We're gonna get dinner, apparently. Reservation's already made. So I'm gonna change and we're gonna go.
Okay, she had some...
Yo, I'm at dinner at Lenya. I come here a lot, get steak. I'm wearing white t-shirt, hat, cargo pants, Air Force Ones, and the watch. But yeah, I'm wearing a Platinum Day Date today.
I think it's beef.
Yo, you made him eat that? That's Yamon, bro.
Nah, bro, that's...
See? You stupid idiot.
Yeah, but bro, I've been told... This nigga said it's not. No, you're so...
This guy's retarded, bro.
I swear I didn't swallow anything, though. That's good. That's all that matters.
So why would you munch it?
He said it was halal. Well, he said 4 times it was halal, bro.
I thought they brought the slices out now. It's normally like this.
That's disgusting. Nah, it was your mistake.
Was it disgusting?
How was my mistake?
It tastes like beef.
No, he said like, yeah, I think it's... No, he didn't say I think. He said the fact you would take the risk. Bro, better bust extra. Tell you something.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, why did you even risk that?
For sure, many pieces. He said it was wrong.
How can you trust me?
This guy, bro.
Because you're my friend.
Eating pork is
How
crazy.
do I know?
If I report you to the police and snitch on you and give them your address and car and full name and Emirates ID, what would happen? No, but what would happen if I did that though?
You would end up somewhere with the news with my local connection.
What did you say?
I said speak Spanish, you idiot. Because the only thing you speak is Jeet in English, man.
And you're from Morocco and you're bald.
And you have...
Your hairline's receding.
Take your hat off and show the camera your head top, please. So we can see. So we can see who's the actual bald one.
You're bald.
Okay. And you're a G. You're from Punjab.
I have to eat it. It's too nice to... I'm gonna love That food was so good. Burger was sick. Steak was sick. Platinum Day Date, Arabic 2022, brand new, unworn, white tag, stickers. It's also sick.
After 10 years of stimulant abuse.
Now we're just chilling, talking shit. I don't know what we're gonna do now. Probably go home and sleep. Tomorrow, haircut, physio, and then the day after I'm flying to Thailand. All right, so it's the next day. Today's Monday. I have so much shit to do, but first thing I'm gonna do is read and stretch a little bit just to warm up my mind. I do this every single morning, so let's do that. I have to relaunch the cold traffic copywriter to my email list, which means I have to write a sales page or update the sales letter, get the payment links working, launch it to the list with today's daily email. And by the way, if you aren't on my email list, click the link in the description. I'm about to send an email to my list. I do this every single day. I sit down for like 25 minutes and put all of my thoughts into a long form email, breaking down direct response principles, how to write copy, how I'm making money, and where I see opportunity in the market. So if you're interested in that, just make sure you sign up to my newsletter. It's completely free. Link is in the description. Don't be dumb. It's a no-brainer. It's free. Also, when you sign up, you get free training and free copywriting resources that will help you scale your copywriting career and improve your skill set. So make sure you sign up. What I'm going to do now is actually email my list, and then I'm going to handwrite some copy. I'm going to practice, and then yeah, I got a few emails I need to reply to, so I'm going to log in. Okay, so I just finished up like my first work session of the day. I'm gonna go get food, but just before I go do that, I'm gonna sit down or stand at my desk for a few minutes and study a sales letter. And then my physio is coming at 2:30. After physio, I need to work more. I have a sales call. I have an onboarding call at 3 or 4, I think, with a new client who at the agency. My copywriter, one of my copywriters, he like wanted to quit. So I need to deal with that. Either hiring someone new, which is easy, by the way. I have so many copywriters I can hire. It's just inconvenient because copywriters are client-facing roles. You know, the difficult part or the challenge is, you know, that client relationship that the old copywriter might have with the client. So, and then tomorrow I'm flying out to Phuket. I'm just super excited for that because I've been working so hard the past few weeks and my routine's been so dialed in, and I just can't wait to go on holiday and chill. I'm still gonna work, obviously, and I'm still gonna train every day there, but it's just gonna be nice to be in a different country. Okay, so real quick before I go get lunch, I'm gonna put you guys on some free game. Okay, so every single day I set aside like 20 to 30 minutes where I just basically take a physical book or a physical journal, and I'll sit at my desk or stand. And as you can see on my screen, I have a sales letter up. So this is an Agora sales letter selling a financial newsletter. This is probably very old. It looks like it's from 2005, but this is what I'm gonna study today. And when I say study, it's very, very simple. There's no right or wrong answer here. All I'm doing here is transcribing this sales letter onto paper. That's it. I used to never do this. I used to think this was kind of a useless practice, but I started doing it a couple months ago, and I used to do it when I was a beginner, and honestly, it's huge. So if you want to become a better copywriter really quick, you need to be doing this every single day. And yeah, I just wanted to include this really quick because fuck it, I want to give you as much value as possible if you're staying and watching my entire video. All right, so there's been a slight change in plan. I was gonna go get food, but honestly, it's kind of late, and I have physio in like 30 minutes. So I'm just gonna have my chef make food at home. I'm gonna have steak, eggs, blueberries, pretty much just, you know, standard guru breakfast. Test. Shit. Hello.
Hey, Zarak.
Hey bro, how's it going?
Good, how are you? I run Mailer Profit. This is Dimitro. He does our project management. And essentially, Dimitro makes sure that every single deadline is met and every single task or ad hoc request that you guys have, because tasks, we substantiate them by recurring tasks and then ad hoc stuff. So ad hoc could be a last minute sale that needs to go live, or a last minute campaign, or maybe you have shipping delays and we need to send an email to customers who have placed orders in the last, you know, X amount of days. That's ad hoc. And then we have recurring tasks, which is going to be, you know, we're doing 20 campaigns a month for you guys, flows, split testing, reports, etc. So Dimitro handles that entire side of the business for us. Mohammed, he's the lead tech on your account. So what Mohammed's going to be doing shortly after this call is he's going to start auditing the deliverability on both brands. He's going to audit the flow setup, the flow infrastructure, the list health, the segmentation, everything to do with tech. And then ongoing, his role is to schedule campaigns, build out the flows, and just run the entire Klaviyo account from like a tech perspective.
What I wanted to get out of the way on this call is like actual strategy, what we need to do. So to give you some perspective on us, I'm one of the business partners, right? We're 4 business partners. We run a holding company of a bunch of brands. I'm sure you know a bunch of them. Last year we did like 15 million in revenue, right? And we had absolute dog shit emails, like horrendous, right? We just had this one person that we've always worked with, and they were just like doing meh. We had it in the back of our mind. We wanted to get like a proper OG in the space on our emails, but we just never got to it. What we need right now is our emails are boring. Like I don't know if you can access. We'll give you Klaviyo so you can read all of our existing emails. Our emails are just boring. Like, I get our emails and it's just annoying. So the people who actually buy from our emails were going to buy anyways. So so email isn't really causing any like incremental lift in value. If you understand what I'm saying, they're just people who. The way we collect emails on our store, we don't really have a pop-up form. We don't like doing that. It hurt our conversion rate. So people who actually check out our product, we have their emails. So they've already showed like a very high intent of purchase, right? They just didn't go through with it for one reason or another. So then when we send them an email, it's just like a reminder. So currently our emails are pretty poor, right? Which is where you guys come in, obviously, with your expertise and all that. You guys can obviously look at everything that we have so far and see what we've done and how you can improve.
Anything specifically that's worked in the past? Anything we shouldn't do for sure? Like, just any extra info would help.
Yeah, so I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but what I do know that works is just like sales.
Okay.
Yeah, just sales in general, show before afters. So since this is a healthcare product, we're not selling a product, we're selling a transformation. And it's a solution-aware audience, so we're selling to people who are thinking of getting surgery. So this is like the best alternative to surgery. It's cheap, it works. Testimonials and sales. That's what works. I can share comments that people leave on our top spending ads. We have ads that have spent more than $1 million, and we have like thousands of comments, and you can see all of the different objections that people have, and you can just plug that into GPT or whatever you guys do.
For the first few rounds of campaigns, I mean, if you want to be super involved in the feedback process, please do. It will help us. If you don't, and you just want us to test and see what works and kind of figure it out ourselves, we can do it that way too.
You guys do your thing. Like, we don't want to step on toes or anything like that. We're just here to help. You guys do your thing. We'll let you guys lead. Of course, whatever you say is right, or however you guys want to proceed, we'll follow that first. We'll just give you like our advice, but you of course can do whatever you want. We don't want to slow you down or anything like that. So yeah, let's take it from there. I just wanted to talk like big picture strategy on this call, and if you have any other questions, right now's the time. Technicalities and small deets, we can sort it out on Slack and or however, but big picture stuff, right now's the time for it, if you have any questions.
Yeah, no, I think we're good to go for now, but if we have any questions, we'll hit you up in Slack.
Sounds good then, guys. Thank you so much for your time. I know it's early for you guys, so yeah, really appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you. Talk soon. Bye.
Yeah, thanks so much. Bye-bye. Bye.
Look at the cat. My onboarding call is done. I still have a bunch of work to do, but it's like the important stuff is done today, which is the best feeling ever. When you finish all your work by like 1 p.m., it feels great. Especially knowing I'm flying out tomorrow. It's gonna be so fun. I'm gonna miss this view though when I go. All right, let's go.
What do you, in my opinion, objectively, if a girl goes to a club, I can't take her seriously.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I can't make her my girlfriend, bro. That's disgusting.
Ew, that's disgusting, bro. And I'm allowed to say that because I don't go to the club either. Do you go to the club?
No, I went to the club in a long time.
No, we don't go clubbing.
No,
so I can happily say that if a girl goes to clubs and even puts herself in those situations, that's disgusting. Ew. All right, what should we do?
One of the best MMA coaches today.
Such words from the UFC champion and other alumni was proof enough of Krause's success and savviness as a coach. And just as he had once lost the spark of fighting.
My barber just left, and I think the sauna is already heated up. It's 8 p.m. I have a meeting. I have a sales call in like an hour, and then I have a coaching call with the cold traffic copywriting community. So all the students in my program to get a weekly call with me. But in the meantime, I'm gonna hit the sauna. Oh, fuck. All right, so I just did like 30 minutes in the sauna, and I was meant to have a sales call, which I was looking forward to. And looking forward to recording it for you guys and showing you how I closed the deal live. But unfortunately, this guy no-showed. It's the second time he hasn't shown up for a call and rescheduled. Except this time he didn't even reschedule, he just didn't show up on the time that we agreed to. So he's blacklisted. He's never gonna get the chance to work with me ever again because I don't know, like I run this business. I'm not some brokey making $2K a month. Like if you wanna work with us, you should be grateful that I take my own personal time to vet you and make sure you're the right fit for our service at Mail or Profit. So he disrespected my time twice. And even though that kind of sucks, it's no big deal because, you know, he disrespected my time twice. It's clear that he doesn't see that much value in it anyway. Otherwise, he would attend the meeting or at least give a heads up if he couldn't. So that's that. It is what it is. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a follow up with some leads, close some new deals, send some proposals out. And then in 15 minutes, I have a call with the community. Then I'm going to head out and get dinner with my friends. Fuck, this angle is so weird, but I don't have a tripod upstairs. And I can't be bothered to go downstairs, so I'm gonna crouch. But whatever, the call was super valuable. We had a bunch of new students joining us last night after yesterday's free training, so that's cool. Hopefully, I'm gonna host another free training in the near future. The only way for you to get access to these free trainings, by the way, is by signing up to my newsletter. The link is in the description, but anyway, my friends are waiting for me. All right, so what's the plan for Thailand? What are we gonna do there?
Honestly, bro, activities.
Activities maxing. So we'll go beach max, activities max,
Moped max.
gym max, food max.
Yeah. Everything we
Just
can do.
max it. I'm so excited because the past couple of days, bro, I've been locked in. I've been getting so much work done, closing so many deals. Okay, it's the next day once again. And it's funny because I'm going to the airport in 2 hours to fly to Thailand, but I haven't even started packing yet. But the good thing is I don't need to pack because I have someone who I pay to pack my suitcases for me because it's such a waste of time. Going to the airport, haven't started packing, and I have a sales call in 1.5 hours, which hopefully I'll close. It's the first time I'm speaking to this guy though, so I don't know if I'm gonna close him on the first call. I might need to conduct an audit. And right now I'm about to email my list and follow up with some leads, sending a couple proposals out to some huge clients. We got at $65,000. Here, I'm gonna show you guys something. Fuck, it doesn't load, but that says PIF 65K, split pay 75. I sent the proposal today. The client said, yeah, budget looks good, deliverables look good. He just had a couple extra questions. So I just answered his questions. Hopefully I close that today, and they do pay 65,000 US dollars up front. That would be a great deal. Now this is an 8-figure weight loss business that I'm talking to, but when you stack the value, you can really charge a lot. Especially when you have a track record like mine, you know. And on top of that, I'm just finishing another proposal, gonna email my list, which by the way, if you haven't signed up to my email list, you're actually dumb. By this point in the video, you need to go sign up. Link is in the description. It's completely free. If you like these videos, you're gonna like my emails even more. I send an email every single day. Actually, I wanna show you guys something pretty funny. I was checking my Instagram DM requests and I get a bunch of dumb shit, but somebody sent me this. I mean, to be fair, I respect it. The guy has a good offer. And if I do end up going down this route of clipping and like short form content, I would probably consider working with him. But he sent me an edit.
To a copywriter who has been working on it for months but still hasn't managed to get their first client. Keep practicing, keep reading sales letters every single day, keep trying to become better, and eventually, you know, over time, you'll make it work.
I don't know if that style of content actually works, but to me it's just kind of funny and cringe that somebody made an edit of me. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna get to work now. Test, 1, 2, 3. How are you, man?
Not too bad. How are you? You're based from Dubai, yeah? My partner and myself, we run a brand in both Australian. Yeah, so pretty direct response heavy brand. We were working with a different email agency. It's kind of random that he just like dropped you because we were in the market to look for like a new agency.
Yeah.
But we did pick one up about, I think, 2.5 weeks ago, 3 weeks, because honestly, we just kind of outgrew the previous agency that we were working with. This new one, a little bit slow in terms of onboarding and whatnot. I did want to see at least 30 days that they were brought on just to see it out. And then Amber just said, hey, you should chat with my friends. So
yeah. That sucks, bro, because I mean the timing, whatever, no big deal. You know, if you want to assess their performance for 30 days before making a decision to move forward with us, that's completely fine. But I just want to show you a couple things. So when it comes to grounding in general, like my copywriters, and what I would do is I would put the same copywriter on your account. We just got paid, like we have a lot of super affiliates and you know, network owners who come to us for VSLs. My background originally is in long form copy. So I've been writing copy for 7 years, and every single copyright, and like for example, in 2023, the Beat Your Control blog named me as the 13th best copywriter of the year. And yeah, I've just been doing this for quite a while, writing copy. Every single copywriter at the agency is trained personally by me, and I only hire them through my info products that I sell on copy. So I've been selling an info product on AI copywriting since 2021. And amongst other things, we also have an info product on VSLs, long form, 45-minute on-page VSLs, cold traffic copy, advertorials, sales pages, TSLs. Even though we sell an email marketing service and our expertise is email, we can write anything. So, and the reason I'm showing you this is because we just finished up a VSL. This is actually produced and live, and it's pretty promising. We wrote 4 VSLs for this offer, with each VSL having multiple split tests, multiple leads. And this was like just a few months ago, so it's still fresh. That knowledge is still within my copywriter. The idea behind this VSL, well, obviously grounding, grounding helps with a lot of different things, but so it's hard to like dial in on one specific pain point to target through your marketing. I'm sure you've experienced that. I don't know if you heard of Dr. Ray Peat, this guy here, but he talks about cortisol and inflammation, and how it's like, cortisol disrupts the metabolic rhythm that regulates sleep. When it's high, your body is in emergency mode, not restorative mode. And the whole idea is that this grounding pillow is being shown through multiple studies to actually reduce the level of cortisol, which will in turn give you better sleep. So that was the pain point we're targeting with this specific VSL. And I only show you this because I want you to see that, like, when it comes to grounding specifically, I don't think there's another email agency who's wrote top of funnel and bottom of funnel stuff in the way we have for this specific niche. Not only that, but I have a grounding sheet. I'm standing on a grounding mat. My mouse pad is a grounding mat. My bed sheets are grounding sheets. You know what I mean? Like, I'm familiar. If you're a client, you get a monthly report like this every single month. Best campaigns, worst campaigns, split tests, flows, and you also get a weekly report, list growth, list health, action items, KPIs, etc. But like we were doing this is actually a bad example because we were doing over £1 million a month from email, especially on the month where we launched that grounding offer. So that's just other previous experience of ours with, sort of a similar, obviously maybe not selling the exact same product, but they did have some grounding stuff. Yeah, what questions do you have for us? Obviously I showed you top of funnel and I showed you email. Our core service is email, and we're primarily interested in only bringing on accounts on our retention program. And from what I understood, you just outgrew your previous agency, so I guess we're aligned there in terms of the timing. In terms of top of funnel, we don't really offer that we don't really offer that as a service. We only do it for our own internal stuff or for long-time clients. But what questions would you have for me? What would you need to know?
So pretty much, I have heard of you through Twitter. So the reason why I did jump on the call, and obviously I'm not trying to waste your time, if I wasn't actually genuinely interested in working with you guys. One of the things that we are lacking is, either good copywriters as well as like jumping kind of deep into VSL. Right now, we just been chopping up. I'm sure you've seen like the grounding movie. That's one of our best performing ads for quite a long time. Obviously, I don't want to be relying on someone else's content, but pretty much everything else that we've launched is an ad account. Just cannot beat like a full-on documentary. But I guess main question is, your rates and like the deliverables of your service.
The deliverables, yeah. So on our email, like standard retention marketing program, it's done for you A to Z. So I have basically, I think the best way, I'll just explain our process. So
it's actually kind of shit that I know we signed up with another agency. Now I'm kind of kicking myself. Pretty much the main thing I do want to ask is obviously what's included if we were to work together and like the pricing. Pretty much closely on par with what we're paying our current email agency. So it's not so far-fetched. Alright, I won't take much more of your time because you did say you're going to the airport. Let me have a chat with my business partner and give me another 2 weeks because our contract with our current agency is not going to end for another 2 weeks. And then I'll shoot you back a message on Slack, right?
What's stopping you from just like straight offboarding them? Do they have a contract in place that would stop you from doing that?
We'll have a contract in place.
Yeah, understood. Okay. Well, my thing is, we want to take on your account, and to me, I don't mind taking over from another agency. That's not an issue for us. It's not an issue to start today and have campaigns live by Friday. We move quick. However, I understand it's not that easy for you. So all I ask is if you can just get me a yes or a no as soon as possible. I'll be able to close this one out and move on to the next. But that's all I'm looking for, just a yes or a no. So if you could get me that as soon as you know, whether it's yes, but we need to start in 2 weeks, or yes, let's go right now, or no, not right now. I just need a yes or no. That's it.
It was actually my business partner that signed on with the other agency. It's just like another Australian agency that he somehow knew. So yeah, let me have a chat with him. It's like almost midnight his time. So I'll shoot him a message, call in the morning, and I'll get back to you, bro.
All right, bro. I appreciate your time, and I look forward to potentially working together. Thank you.
Likewise, man. I'm going.
Bye. That call was interesting. Didn't close him, but it was a very good introduction call. And, you know, sometimes you don't close the lead straight away. Sometimes you have to nurture them just like I did. And then maybe in a week or in 2 weeks or in 3 weeks, he's going to close. I have it all the time. I even have it sometimes where people I sent a proposal to a year ago reply and ask me to work with them. I'm not going to count that as an L. It was a good call. And really that objection of like, he just onboarded an agency, that's a difficult one. And I'm not going to try and force him or be super aggressive, but yeah, I'm quite happy with how the call went. And honestly, it seems like a good brand for us to work with. All right, we're on the way to the airport. We're late. When's the flight? 1 hour. Yeah, 1 hour. Boarding's in 1 hour. And we just left and the airport's an hour away. So but it's fine, we'll make it. We made it to Istanbul. Yep. Yeah, I got so much work done on the plane ride here. So yeah, now we're just chilling in the airport. What should we do? All right, we're in the airport right now. We're at Salt Bay. They told us the steak is busting. And low-key, we're late for the flight, but I think the steak will be worth it. Yeah, sure. Just as long as we don't miss the flight, that's gonna be annoying, but.
They're going the golden steak, eh?
A golden steak? What a waste of money.
I'm joking, obviously. Yeah, what an absolute scam. Anyone that fucking bought a golden steak is a retard.
Yeah. We're gonna run to the plane and hopefully make this flight. And honestly, bro, it's kind of retarded that we're choosing a steak to potentially miss a flight, but I'm mad hungry. So one thing that I find weird is Turkish service. I don't know if it's like Turkish Airlines particularly, or I just came here on a busy day. These people seem so angry all the time. I don't know why. Mad stressed. Like they don't wanna, I don't know. It's weird. But anyway, I tried to upgrade Faris. They wouldn't let me upgrade him. They said it's not possible. So RIP Faris. He's in economy right now, and we got an 8-hour flight ahead of us. But I got Kratom on me, pop one, do some work, probably sleep for like 6-7 hours. Yo, oh, look who it is. Speak of the devil.
Oh, what's going on?
But yeah, as I was saying before Faris came here, the service is kind of dead, to be honest. Like I asked these guys to put my peptides in the fridge, and they still haven't done that. Also, the business class itself is kind of shit. I don't know if you can see. Like, yeah, I got a lot of leg room, but it just feels kind of shit. Here's how it looks. Yeah, overall, I mean, Emirates is better. Or maybe I'm just too bougie, but I don't think so. Honestly, I just need to get private jet money. Low-key, I do have private jet money when it comes to domestic. If I wanted to fly from like London to Spain, I could do that, no problem, on a private jet, but obviously I'm flying across the world. And I think, you know, flights that long, private, are hundreds of thousands of dollars, which obviously I'm not at that level yet. About to land. I slept for like 7 hours. But I'm gonna land, get through the airport. Hopefully I'll be able to bribe someone in the airport so I can go through the immigration faster, because remember last time I came to Thailand, I gave a guy like, I don't know, 50 euros. I gave a guy like 50 euros and he just cut me through. It was one of the immigration officers, and he just cut me through like a 1 hour long line. So hopefully I can do the same shit today, because I'm not trying to wait in the airport. Waiting in airports is fucking normie behavior, by the way. Also, waiting in line to go to the toilet, normie behavior. I could never do that. I'd rather shit my pants or piss myself than wait in a line to use a fucking cubicle on an airplane. That's crazy. All right, so we're in Phuket. I forgot to vlog the first episode, but we're in the shooting range now, so. Did you get a Glock too, or just an AK?
Yeah, I got 10 bullets Glock, 10 bullets Glock, and 10 bullets 145.
All right, look all the bullets we got. 9 bullets.
I don't need to go to the
How is it full or more? No, it needs more. All right, Alright, so I've been in Phuket for like a few days now, and honestly I just forgot to vlog the first couple days, but I'm gonna vlog today. So me and Faris are about to hit the gym, quick session, and then we're going to the Royal Marina, and then we're taking a boat, and that boat is gonna take us to a yacht. And apparently we have a table or a cabana on this yacht, and it's a beach club. I'm gonna vlog it, we'll see how it goes. But first we're going gym. I would vlog on the bike, but it's just mad dangerous.
Bro.
Yeah,
you need a passenger to record you
it's
at least.
too much work.
Yeah. You're probably gonna crash your bike if you're gonna try vlogging yourself.
Yeah. Anyway, here's the gym. Yeah, we're literally in the middle of the ocean. And look, it's pretty lit here. We got private, and we got private security. Honestly, I got my laptop on me right here. We just ordered some food, some juice. Obviously no alcohol, we don't drink. And I'm gonna do some work and eat, and it's fucking hot. I'm probably gonna swim. So yeah, as I was saying, I'm locked in right now. Yeah, I'm at a beach club. Yes, it's lit, even though I don't drink. Yes, I have a table here, one of the best tables in the whole place. Yes, I have private security. But despite all of that, I still have my laptop right there. In fact, look, my laptop's right here. I'm still about to log in. I'm still gonna email my list. It doesn't matter where I am. I could be on an airplane. I could be in the middle of nowhere, in the desert. I'm still gonna write an email to my list. I don't give a shit. That's why if you haven't subscribed, you're actually dumb. It's free. And I email everywhere, every single day. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. This is another thing. There's no holidays. Yeah, I'm on vacation right now. Holiday in Phuket. And I'm in the middle of the sea. Like, let me show you. I'm literally in the middle of the sea on a floating beach club. I'm still locked in working. There's no excuse. I work every single day. Weekends, Sundays, everything. Never a day off. And that's just what it takes to achieve success. Lady. Yeah, sign up to my newsletter.
And I just want to know why you ain't going to work. Boss ain't working you like this. We can't take care of you like this. Now you're lost in the heat of it all. Girl, you know you're lost in the thrill of it all.
I've been in Phuket for like 2 weeks now. Weather has been shit. Well, not shit. I actually like this weather. It's super cozy. But yeah, I didn't really get up to much. Besides from going to that beach club, eating food every single day. We have a chef at home. This is the villa. Yeah, we have a chef here. So I've been eating at home all day, working a lot, working on a new software that's almost ready to launch. And just closing deals for the agency, so I haven't been doing much. Oh, and going to the gym and working out. I didn't wrestle. I haven't done any wrestling because my lower back. I just don't feel like my lower back is gonna do very well if I go to wrestling. I think it's gonna get injured and hurt again because it still hurts a little bit. So I wanna really make sure that my body's ready. Besides from that, I think I'm gonna fly to Malaysia either tomorrow or the day after and chill with my family for a little bit, and then I'm gonna go back to Spain and lock in, and then probably in August I'm gonna travel again, or maybe July. Let's see. Either way, I'm gonna vlog the whole thing. Anyway, I'm gonna end the video here. I know it was a really long one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like the video, comment, subscribe. Finally, the last thing I'll tell you is, if you wanna learn more about how I live this lifestyle, how I work, how I write copy, how I hire people, how I get clients, etc., and how I run a successful online business at 23 years old, then sign up to my newsletter. The link is in the description. It's completely free, and I send an email every single day. So make sure you go and do that.